People are making these financial mistakes that are killing their pockets. The first financial mistake I see is not knowing how much money you got coming in versus how much money you got going out. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can manage your income, how you can manage your expenses, how you can create a budget by building discipline so you can stay on track. So rock with me. You know, the crazy thing is, once you figure out how to make money, whether it be through employment, like a job, a side hustle, or building a small business, you come to the realization that money is easy to make, it's just hard to keep. So the key is to develop good money habits to help you obtain that personal financial freedom you're looking for. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many habits you're gonna have to develop in order to get you on that right track of financial freedom. However, I feel there are three main important habits you need to know in order to get you on that right track. The first tip I want to give you to help you get your personal finances in order is how to manage your income and how to manage your expenses. Let me ask you a few questions. Do you know how much money you have coming in on a monthly basis? Do you know how much money goes out your account on a monthly basis? Do you know how many bills you pay on a monthly basis? If you can't answer these questions, then I'm glad you came to this video because I can help you. Let me explain how I can help you. Let's say if you're coming home net with $1,000 a week and the average month is about 4 weeks, that's about $4,000 a month net. So if you're coming home with $4,000, that means that is your total monthly income. You have $4,000 coming in each month. What you want to do after that is figure out what are your expenses. What is taken away from that $4,000 on a consistent basis? So in order for you to figure out what your expenses are, you need to go through your bank account and you want to scrutinize each and every transaction that you have. You want to go back at least 3 to 4 months and go line by line and figure out who is taken away from that $4,000 on a monthly basis. Then you highlight all of the reoccurring transactions, whether it be rent, whether it be your phone bill, cable bill, Netflix, any of these subscriptions. You want to figure out who is more important for me to keep. Who do I need to pay and who can I cut? So once you have all of your expenses down, because you're going to jot all of this information down, and I have a template spreadsheet where you can input all of your expenses, how much the expenses are, then you can input what your monthly income is, and it will give you what your total monthly net is for that month, whether it be negative or whether it be positive. It will let you know immediately where you stand on a monthly basis. Once you see where you stand for the month, then you can figure out who you need to cut, who you need to keep, and how you can double down on the high bills so that way you can pay everything down quicker. This leads me into my next tip on how you can manage your personal finances, and that's learning how to reconcile your bank statement each and every month. Learning how to do this will give you a clear picture of how you actually spend your money, in addition to showing you what your spending habits are each and every month. It lists all your ATM transactions, not only your debit transactions, because not only that you're taking money out the ATM through withdrawals, you probably have automatic bills that's coming out each and every month. This is the reason why the account be negative and you're freestyling with your money, because you have no budget. Everything is all over the place. You need to bring your finances on track so that way you can manage your income and manage your expenses. If you know how much money you got coming in and how much money you got going out, you know how much money you have, and you won't overspend at that point because you understand what's coming in and what's going out and what you have left. You'll know from there if you can or if you cannot do it. That will give you the financial education and the decision making that you need to make better choices. So if you have credit card debt or if you have loans and things like that, then you need to figure out a plan on how you can double down on those bills. You want to figure out, it's called like the snowball effect. So you take your highest bill and you make that payment on whatever that highest bill is, and then you maintain your minimum payment for all your other bills. Once you get rid of that high bill, then you take all that money you was paying with that high bill, you move it to the next bill in addition to that minimum payment. So let's say you was paying $200 and you have 4 other payments of $25 a piece. That's $300 a month that you're paying in bills. So that $200 will go to this first credit card, and then the other $25 will go to the other 4 credit cards. So once you pay this $200 off and you pay this credit card off, because let's say it's a $500 balance and it took you a couple of months to pay that off. Now this credit card is paid off. You take that $200 and then this $25 and start paying on the next bill. Then once you finish that off, you take that $225 and you move it to the next credit card that you're paying also $25, and now that'll be $250. That's how you snowball and pay down each of your bills, and you'll pay it down much faster, especially if you stay on track and work out the budget and stay consistent with it. You'll bring any of your bills down so much faster. So you see how it is important that reconciling your bank statement gives you a clear picture of your financial habits. It lets you know how excessively you're spending. Maybe you can get a credit card and manage that credit card so that way you can save some cash. You still have to pay the credit card and you will get rewards from that credit card, but that's actually another video for another time. But it is a smart idea to actually use your credit card, keep your cash, but then pay your credit card off with the cash. And then you keep revolving that process each and every month. It helps build your credit and it helps boost your cash. So, learning how to reconcile your bank statements will give you a clear picture each and every month of how you manage your finances. So the choice is yours if you want to learn how to stop spending excessively, and learning how to do this is by building discipline. Which leads me to my next tip of how you can manage your personal finances, and that's by building discipline. Discipline is like a muscle you have to exercise each and every day. The easiest way I could think of it is building discipline is once I commit to something once, I don't stop. I keep going, and I keep going until I reach my end result, and that's whatever goal I set out to be. So building discipline is something that you're gonna have to practice, something that you're gonna have to change your mindset over, and something that you're gonna have to push through each and every day in order for you to get your finances on track. This is not muscle memory. This is something you're definitely gonna have to learn. So in the beginning of doing anything, it's gonna be difficult. However, if you stay on track, you will definitely reach your end destination. That's whatever the goal you set it out to be. You must understand that everything takes time and nothing happens in an instant. It may take you a year, it may take you 2 years, it may take you 5 years. No matter how long it takes, you must remain focused. There are always outside things that's gonna happen. However, if you align your thoughts with your goal, you will always stay on track to what your goal is. And that goal could be financial freedom, as what this video is pertaining to. So if the goal is financial freedom, you wanna align your thoughts on how you can remain financially free every day. What is it that I need to do? Every time you spend money, you need to figure out, why do I need to spend this money? Why am I spending this money? Do this person need this money? Or is this just something for me? Is this money gonna come back and make money for me? So once you start making calculated, educated decisions, then you will start to understand what money is and how you can actually have money work for you. You want to believe in yourself. You want to believe that you could actually get out whatever rut that you're in. And if it's financial detriment, then you want to believe that you can create a budget, and you want to believe that you can build discipline to stay on budget, and you want to believe that by you creating this budget, it will definitely take you to wherever that goal is that you're trying to reach. If you're a busy person, you don't have the time to actually create this budget for yourself, we actually offer one-on-one coaching where we can help you and tailor a specific budget that's for your needs. We also offer business credit help where we can help you structure your business and set your business up for financing, whether it be through credit or through larger loans through banks. And we also help on a personal credit side where we repair your credit. So if you have any interest in any of one of these services, you can click the link in the description and we'll be glad to help you. So now that we got that out the way, let's move on to the next tip of how you can manage your personal finances, and that's creating a budget. Fortunate for me, I own a security company where we install fire alarm security systems here in New York City. We generate over $1 million a year in revenue. So in order for me to manage my finances, I have an accountant that manages my income and manages my expenses. So that way I could have money and keep the business profitable. However, I apply those same techniques and principles into my personal life, and I list down all of my bills that I need to pay, and then I attack the largest bill while I maintain my minimum balance for the rest of the bills. And once I finish my large bill, I take all of that money I was paying for the large bill, then I move it to the second bill, and I move it to the third bill, then I move it to the fourth bill, and then that's how I knock down my bills one at a time. In the beginning of doing anything, there's always so much motivation and so much drive to get things done. However, as as time progresses, the motivation starts to die down, the motivation starts to diminish. So what you want to do is you want to keep the motivation high, because the end result is whatever your goal is, and that goal is financial freedom, emergency fund, car, home, whatever that is. Until you get there, your goal is not met. So you have to build the discipline in order to stay on budget. I feel we all should have a bunch of cash and a bunch of investments, because it's enough money for everyone out there in the world today. So you should get yours, I should get mine, and then we should teach the people around us how they get theirs. You dig? I'm just trying to give you the game as I know it. Now that you learn how to manage your finances with these simple tips by creating a budget, building discipline, and reconciling your bank statement, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'm Taurus the General. Peace.